Everyone, it's me Devasya Benny, and today I'm gonna go for the graduation. So I'm at the Westminster City Hall. See, this is the Westminster City Hall, and we are at the Victoria Street. So we are going towards the Queen Elizabeth Centre and the Westminster Abbey. And today is a day of day of excitement because an year of hard work, an year of smart work. Yeah. So it's gonna come to an end, and today is the graduation, and all of our classmates, the cohorts, are here. So the ceremony is to be live telecasted. So as I'm on the way to the Queen Elizabeth Centre, so let me show you the Victoria Street SW1 and these buildings that are of architectural marvels. And this is the Albert, the pub, and you see this is the only Victorian style building that's left here, and the rest all are modern posh buildings. And now we are at the St. James Park station, and in the street, see. Hi friend, how are you today? Yeah. I also work part-time in this Victoria Street. I know him for past 1 year. So this is the St. James Park station, and the Buckingham Palace is towards that side. Let's see, and this is the post box, the red bus. Today is kind of freezing cold, and today even it's kind of snowed, not that heavily, but now everything is kind of melted away. So I think the temperature is somehow about -1 or something, -1 or -2. And see that here there is a pop-up stores. It smells so delicious. So let's go there first and see what's there. So, my God, it's freezing cold. Let's see what's there now. Oh, it smells really delicious. My goodness. I'm feeling hungry now. Oh, really? Oh, these are all. So let's go that way. Let's go the other way around because the graduation ceremony is at 2 o'clock, and I need to be there on time. So once the graduation ceremony is done, so I'll be back here. And oh my goodness, it's temptingly delicious. Oof. Oof, oof. And here there's a telephone box. There's my London telephone box just for the sake of tourism and photography, and that's it. So we are heading towards this is Victoria Street. So Victoria Bid Business Improvement District, that's what it's called, Victoria Bid. And their tagline is London starts here. That's their tagline. So in a sense that's the truth, because Victoria Station, Buckingham Palace, and this area is the place of national importance of this United Kingdom. You see these architecturally complicated buildings. So these are all buildings with the concrete core, and then it is fabricated with the false, these prefabricated aluminum casings. So that's how they do these kind of complicated designs. But it looks very, very cool. So now we are nearing to the Abbey, Westminster Abbey, and see here plenty of spaces are available to rent, the retail spaces. So and this is a prime spot for tourism and tourists. Hope you can see the London Eye towards the front, and they are doing kind of some constructions, refurbishments and all. So construction and real estate is a big industry, or it's kind of the number one industry. So let's see. So they are doing the construction. That's how they've made a walkway for the pedestrians. See how clever they are. Like, see. Oh my God! Oh, these are all drainage pipes. I thought some bits of potteries or archaeological remains. No. Next time. So I believe towards the right is the Department of Industry and Energy or something. Yeah, it's the Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy of the government of UK, United Kingdom. Pretty much all the government buildings and offices are towards the right and left of this Parliament Square or the Westminster Abbey or this prime area. My God, it's kind of busy. I have no idea why. I think because of the tourism, the tourist inflow. See, so let's go. We are nearing towards the Great Smith Street. So this is how we post. We need to wait for a while. And that's the Queen Elizabeth Center. The graduation ceremony is to be held at 2 o'clock of the Goldsmith College, Department of ICE. ICE is for the Institute of Creative and Cultural Entrepreneurship. I was very kind of lucky to finish the studies and graduated. Yes, now it's time to close. You see the green light there, and these are all great halls. So after my part-time work or something, I always walk through this street every day. It's kind of walking for past 1 year every day, and see this Westminster Abbey for a year every day, kind of every day, yes. And I've even witnessed many events here, positive, sad and all, so I'm not mentioning. And the Westminster Abbey there, the Westminster shop there, the Big Ben there, or the Elizabeth Tower or the Big Ben there, the Parliament Square, and here are the tourists. I think they are all group tourists from all over the world. They are here to explore London. And as a student of tourism and cultural policy, I can undoubtedly say that I've only seen hardly 20% of London. That it took a year. Pretty much I've travelled for nooks and corners, but still only 20%. That's what my calculations. So that's what this London is built, I think, by 1,000 years or so or more. And they are very progressive in nature, and they adapt according to the need of time. So now it's the modern world. They keep the old Victorian architectural buildings, plus they do modernize. They do urban regeneration. That's what the term, urban regeneration. So I believe this is a court of justice. This should be the court of justice. It should be a court of justice. And this is the British Parliament, or the House of Parliament, where the Prime Minister, the MPs, both House of Commons and House of Lords, or the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha in India. And this is my favorite place. So you see the Nelson Mandela here, and other legends. So, the grass is 2 months back here it was snowing badly and I played here and I got sick, but now hopefully very soon the grass will be back. I think there is kind of bits of snow here. I think you can see this. Yeah, this is snow. That's it. So this is where I come and sit and talk for the whole day. This is my energy. As a historian, as a common man, and today you see, lucky I have graduated and I am very happy to be here. Because as a historian it means a lot to me, and as a common man, as a citizen of India, as a responsible citizen of India, it adds me the responsibility to do more for my people, for the people back home, the toiling man, the toiling class, the people who need to have a better life. Because people, we all have a life, that's it. So we need to have a better life. And his Gandhiji kind of, he sacrificed his life and gave us freedom. And as far as my observation, we are kind of stuck in that freedom, that state of freedom. And the common people, they haven't moved into the higher hierarchy or the ladder. That's what I am very concerned of, because in terms of the minimum wage, in terms of livelihood, in terms of the financial stability, there are plenty of uncertainties. And as a responsible citizen, we need to make these uncertainties into certainties. And the common people, all our citizens, they need to have a better life. And I always advocate for the rural India, because that's where the soul of India is, and that's where the real India is. And as of now, the young generations are moving towards the urban centers, and if they are getting a better job, that's fine. If not, they are landing into the small jobs, or in my words, menial jobs, and they struggle their prime age, and some prosper and many struggle to find a livelihood. So that's what. So if the villages are strong, and as far as my observation, only the elderly people, or the old generation, or the old people are left behind in the villages. That's what this general trend, what I've observed for past years, and that's a sad thing too. So anyway, let me conclude my blah 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 speeches. But if I say, I make sure I do some kind of difference in some kind of capacity. So let's see. So thank you all. Stay tuned. Hope I can shoot more videos. And with this cooling glass, I feel more confidence, because I'm not looking in the camera, but you see, I look like random places, and I feel very confident. So I think I can do more videos. That's fine. Thank you all. Stay safe, stay blessed. Excitement, hard work, and kind of very positive. So this video I'm gonna dedicate to the British Council India, to equip us to be the creative economy scholar on as India was celebrating its 75th day of independence. And I'm very grateful, and I'm not alone. We are a scholar of 8, and we are all here, and I extend my gratitude. Thank you very much. A day of excitement, hard work, and kind of very positive. So this video I'm gonna dedicate to the British Council India, to equip us to be the creative economy scholar on as India was celebrating its 75th day of independence. And I'm very grateful, and I'm not alone. We are a scholar of 8, and
please be seated. I declare this ceremony for the presentation of graduates and the award of an honorary doctorate of the University of London open. And a very warm welcome to all of you. My name's Dinah Kane. I'm chair of the Governing Council of Goldsmiths, and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all here on this cold, bright, sunny winter's day. And our mutual absolute delight, I think, to be here to celebrate the success of these extraordinary people who are graduating today. And you're all at the back of the call. Hello, I'm the one who has the privilege and the pleasure to meet all of you individually, the only one that gets to meet all of you individually to congratulate you. And no doubt you've already been told we do a bit of doffing to each other. But don't get too worried about that. We just have to sort of tap our hats. We'll get through. There won't be any problem. And I'm really looking forward to seeing every single one of you. And I say that because in my view, and I think in all of our views, you are an exceptional group of people. Exceptional because obviously you've achieved your standards of academic excellence, but doubly exceptional because you've achieved them in the times that you have been studying. And let's face it, those times have presented really quite incredible challenges. I mean, who would have thought all those years ago that we'd be facing COVID in the way that we've had to, with all the changes that has brought, and obviously as well with everything and everybody else, it's brought significant change, turned Goldsmiths upside down, and the ramifications of that, along with other challenges that we're also all facing at the moment, have meant that your journeys have been particularly challenging and complex. And only you know what personal struggle and challenge you had to deal with on your particular journeys. But what we all collectively know is that you will all have had to show fortitude, resilience, bravery, and I think courage to get to where you are today. And that is an exceptional thing. With that, I would say that the world that you're going out into is one, as we all know, which is full of challenges. But I think sometimes those moments, these moments of crisis, also leave space and require space for new thinking, for innovation, for new leadership. And it's really, really important that you have the confidence, because you have the abilities to actually go forth and seize that, challenge and make that change. And I think the second thing I would say, and I'll go back to reflecting on COVID, is that actually the other thing it highlighted was kindness and empathy. And I'm sure one of the things that drew you to Goldsmiths, to study at Goldsmiths in the first place, was actually that we have social justice as one of our values running through us like a stick of rock. And basically, you know, drawn to that approach, drawn to the way that we seek to look at the world, also draws you to be people that actually think about others. And I come from Camden, and the council there has a mural high up on the building, and it says, not just for self, but for others. And I urge you, and I'm sure you will, always remember to think about others in every context that you work in, and the way in which other people's perspectives are important, but also that brings, I think, you know, really important satisfaction for you individually, and critically, and now more than ever, what we need, I believe, as a society and as a world to think about. So, as I always say at this point, you know, that's the little bit of gold that I would really like you all to take away in your souls. So, without further ado, we move on to the rest of the ceremony. Thank you, and I now call on the Pro-Warden of the College to deliver his address. David, thank you.
Thank you, Dinah. Scholars, distinguished guests, parents, guardians, supporters and friends. My name is David Oswell and I'm a professor at Goldsmiths in sociology. I'm also the Pro-Warden for Research, Enterprise and Knowledge Exchange. And it's a real privilege to address you today, and it's a privilege to celebrate you graduates on your many successes at Goldsmith. Thank you all for being here. Congratulations on everything that you've achieved. Coming to Goldsmith to study with us, you've opened yourselves up to new opportunities. You've challenged yourselves to overcome all manner of obstacles, large and small. Some you may have expected, many others you didn't. And I won't pretend that the next steps will be easy. Politically, economically, socially, times are hard. Our creative and cultural mix at Goldsmiths has a huge amount to offer these potential futures. With regard to these futures, whatever they are, my hope is that you, graduands, are bold, that you innovate, and that you continue to challenge, but also that you go through the world with integrity, with empathy, and with compassion.
I now call upon Ms. Sian Prime from the Institute for Creative and Cultural Entrepreneurship to present successful students of the college.
Chair, in the name of the University and of the Academic Board, I present to you the following members of the College who have been admitted to the degrees of the University. Devasashan Benny. Megan Elizabeth Riley. Yushin Deborah Tin. Freya Siobhan Doherty Williams. Jiyang Zhang. Postgraduate Diploma in Social Entrepreneurship.